Hello everyone and welcome to my first episode of my Shadow of Mirkwood 3rd Age Total War Divide and Conquer Let's Play. Now, I'm doing Shadow of Mirkwood because in the final poll I released, I felt certain Dale was going to win. However, I went out to dinner with my family, and just before leaving, Dol Guldur, Shadow of Mirkwood was down by 14 votes. And when I checked just before going out to dinner, when I was just about to close the poll, Shadow of Mirkwood tied it 23 all between them, Gondor, and Dale. So, I am holding a vote, check the description below, between Dale and Gondor, whichever one of those wins. And I figured, hell, since one evil faction made it to the finals, why not do an evil faction by itself? So, to tide you guys over and to get me back recording again, we're going with Shadow of Mirkwood. We're going to be playing on hard, because I have yet to beat even vanilla on medium. Now, I've been playing 3rd Age Total War largely on hard, but I've never played an evil faction. I was playing Dale on hard, but never got into a battle. I played Realm of Imladris, Lindon, Ered Luin, and Erebor on hard, and I did okay. So, we're going to see if we can win Shadow of Mirkwood hard, and yeah, probably going to record about an hour of this tonight, possibly, depending on how well my phone holds up. So yeah, we're going to get started. Now, I can't show any of this stuff. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I have to unmonetize this video already because I left the music on. And this music is copyrighted. I'm almost completely certain the menu music was copyrighted too. So, first thing we're going to do is we're not going to read the Shadow of Mirkwood in the military report. We are just going to go straight into sound options and get rid of it. There we go. Whew. Also, turn on subtitles. And yeah, let me go ahead and show you UI, game. That's all fine and dandy. I can't change the graphics options here. Okay, so I've never played as an orc faction. I did a little bit of Isengard and didn't really do anything. I have to hold basically all of Mirkwood, destroy Vale of Anduin, Realm of Galadrim, and Thranduil's Realm, and I start at war with all of them already. That's great. Okay, we are good with Mordor already. And this is the Dark Lord screen. Request a Dark Lord to commission an invasion. Huh. Interesting. It's kind of like, you know, this is like the Crusades. Age unknown, biography blank. The more rings a faction has, the more favor the Dark Lord has with them. We have the second most favor, along with Harad. Umbar and Khand actually have, as well as Isengard, a good favor. Rune? Orcs of Misty Mountain and Remnants of Anger have surprisingly low favor with them, so if I wanted to commission something, I could. Servants of the Dark Lord, 13 empty seats. I have no idea what that is. These are, yeah, I don't know what the Servants of the Dark Lord is. Okay, we have a Spy, we have 1 settlement, and we have 3 of these guys. These guys are the ring rates. They are great. And because I am playing an evil faction, I will probably be exterminating all populations. Okay, we are making 900 a turn right now. We have a reasonable-sized army in Dol Guldur. We have the Mirkwood Uruk host, who are good, Shadow Rangers, which are good, and Uruk Archers, which are crap. Now, thinking about getting some wargs, but first is construction. Chieftain's Hall lets me get more recruitment. Mines, that's not a lot. Hunting Lodge provides additional food and allows me to get more units. Do I not have access to Orc Raiders yet? No, I do. Ballista Maker lets me get Ballista, obviously. Alright, I think the first thing... This is a citadel, so I can't really do much with it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to construct a hunting lodge first of all. I should probably start my timer. That would be incredible. Alright, and yeah, let's see what we got. These guys take 3 turns to recruit, so no. Yeah, these guys replenish every 5 turns, and they only take 1 turn to recruit, and their upkeep's not that bad. And they're not bad units, just by themselves, so... The Stalkers, these guys are... You know, just throw them at something. Same thing with these Orc Raiders, throw them at something. The Shadow Guard are pretty good. Mirkwood Hunters, their accuracy is very low, of course. Shadow Bows have high accuracy, though. And the Uruk Archers have low accuracy, of course, so... Let's get a unit of Wargs and Orc Maulers. Just rapidly pump out the military so fast that it drains my economy. So,
no sleeping here.
Let's see. Kamul the Easterling has a few interesting traits. The Nazgul's Ring gives him an extra hit point. Kamul the Easterling gives him 8. And Ularia, I think that's how you pronounce it, gives him another couple. Okay, so... We have you up here. I'm going to immediately construct a watchtower. Man, watchtowers are expensive as these guys. Let's see. You are apparently the heir, and the good thing about these guys is they can't die. When they die, they respawn in Dol Guldur 2 turns later. Let's see, what's in here? Huntsman and Woodsman. Even with these guys, I'm going to want at least 1 unit to act as meat shield, so... Let's go with... these 2 guys. You guys are gonna go up here. Press spacebar to speed that up, by the way, if you didn't know. We're gonna meet up, and then we're going to take Austin Giel.
No sleeping here. No sleeping here.
Yes, we get it. There's no sleeping here. Let's see.
Objective complete.
I don't know what's in here. 3 units.
Ready. Hurry up.
Huntsmen, Spearmen, and Hunters. That should be relatively easy. As a matter of fact, I can probably get rid of that with just this guy and 1 extra unit. Just another of the Uruk-hosts, I guess, because this guy will get free upkeep anyway. These 2 guys should be able to take that out. And you are going to probably go start spying on the Veilsmen, since I'm going to have to worry about them.
Stay right there.
So yeah, let me just go ahead and do one of these, boom. And we're going to have our first end turn. Now, normally the end turns take a long time, but my computer is relatively decent. The first end turn phase will always take a long time. They want a ceasefire, is what I'm guessing. That's why they're already coming to me.
Perhaps we could sort our differences this time.
That might not be a bad idea. It's extremely generous of me to do this to them, so... see if I can get a region out of it. I would want Ross Goebel and probably Leadenholt. I remember those are the 2 ones closest to Mirkwood. Now that's apparently very demanding. Then give me Ross Goebel, probably? I could use the extra town. I don't know if Ross Goebel's a town. Apparently that's just straight up demanding. Trade rights. What if I gave you all of that? And then you give me Ross Goebel. Still demanding? You know what? We'll get this ceasefire later.
Very well. It was just a suggestion.
we don't want you to stop killing us, please. Very well. It was just a suggestion. No biggie. Poor guys. Moria has been reclaimed. That always happens. They want me to take Akhnad Ion. Yes, I will. And my money is actually not going down? Oh, it's because all of these guys got free upkeep. That's awesome. Alright, what next? That way they finish on the same turn, these guys will all finish on the same turn, and then these guys will take 3 turns. Get a nice, decent army going. Alright, let's see. 2 turns to surrender. Yeah, I want them to come to me, so that way I can flank around with the Nazgul. Same thing here. I can wait 2 turns. Okay, so, what am I building here? Hunting lodge? Alright. What I'm gonna do here is move you here. Just get some watchtowers going to keep an eye out for the Veilsmen. I don't think they're ever really aggressive, but it could help. Definitely want to get the watchtowers going. Let's go ahead and see what they got going in Ross Goebel.
Stay right there.
a family member, a Valesman, and Woodland Hunters. The Woodland Hunters actually are pretty good missile units. Average accuracy. Valesmen are okay spears. And this guy gets the skin... Oh, God! Bonus against cavalry, effective against armor, frighten nearby infantry with a great charge. So skin changers. They're awesome, and would be hard to kill. So I might want to wait until the skin changers are no longer there.
Stay right there.
Although, if I show you guys this, 13 attack, 7 charge, 31 total defense. So yeah, and the Nazgul himself has very good hit points. So, I mean, Nazgul might be able to take on a skin changer, but I'm not sure. Also, I wonder what's in that wooden castle. I think that's what I'll send my spy to next, to figure out what's in there.
Right there. Listen up.
Alright, next turn. I really hope they aren't going to ask me for peace every single... Okay, no. They're probably going to the Elves to get an alliance. I have an email from the Total War Forum Centers. Oh, I've already read that email. Thank you. Duplicate email. What next? End of turn report. Everything's still fine. Recruitment report. Money is just crawling now because I've got too much going on. Actually, it might be a good idea to just send these guys to Rosgobel and hope for the best. Just to lower my income a little bit, because these guys are going to come back soon. We got 50 turns for the Shadow Guard to come back. Holy crap. 50 turns for the Shadow Bows, but only 3 turns for the Raiders, the Blades, the Stalkers, the Maulers, the Hunters, the Uruk Host, and only a few extra for the Wargs, so I can afford to burn these guys except for the Shadow Rangers. The Shadow Rangers are really what's taking up my upkeep. Alright, I'm gonna have 2 battles next turn. So, yeah, not gonna be so boring after that.
This way.
Alright, so
Stay right there.
if I can afford to lose some of these guys, since none of these guys are getting free upkeep, yeah, it's not a very good not a very good army, but I'm just gonna send them there anyway. And I've still got some units, you know, just chilling in here. And then, yeah, I guess the next thing I'll do is just save up some money. And yeah, let me go ahead and make a save here. Yeah, I made a Dale practice thinking they were going to win by a landslide. So yeah, we're just going to name this as Dol Guldur. I make a backup and do a quick save before every battle just in case of a crash. And ending turn. Oh yeah, they'll give us a little extra money with him in there. As long as the Elves don't randomly sneak up on me while I'm taking this castle, I should be fine. Hello, Austin Gill, you shall be mine. And kablammy. It's time to kill. Sorry about that. I tend to get a little murdery. Alright, so we're immediately gonna just pause it, see where we're at. Yeah, it's an elven village, so get you guys over there, bring you guys back here. And again, these orcs are expendable. That's their whole thing. Get off Flaming Shot. Flaming Shot is horrible. These guys are meant to, you know, slaughter. These guys slaughtered elves when I fought against them. They should be able to slaughter peasants. Terror of the Nazgul destroys enemy morale. Now, again, having these guys in such a long line is probably suicide because orcs are pretty bad units, and they can probably get charged right through like this. Alright, yeah, we just, now we just wait. Rearrange you so you're actually facing them. I have you on fire at will. You're not skirmishing, you're not guarding. That's good. Okay. What I really want is I want to get these guys close to my infantry so they are inclined to fire at my infantry instead of my heavy cavalry, because even these guys will have trouble if they're hit in the face with 150 javelins. Alright, let's go ahead and speed this up since they don't seem inclined. There we go. Oh, didn't mean to slow down that much. Okay. Let's take care of those huntsmen. Fire! God, you guys are horrible archers. Alright, they are pretty much committed. Now run them down. Yeah, these guys are splitting off. They must have a death wish. I just don't know which one of these guys is the general. Let's go ahead and watch this charge. Look at them go flying. They're already wavering because of that. They're routing. They're broken. They're done. Charge them. Charge them. Get as many of them killed as possible. Terror of the Nazgul. I think I'm gonna love that special ability. Get them routing and run them down. You know what? You guys just run in there too. Because, you know, you're... I think you can only use Terror of the Nazgul once. Which seems... I mean, these guys are peasants, so they're gonna have shit morale. But it seems to be slightly OP so far. Alright, if we can get these guys routing before these guys get back to the town square, never mind, we win. 4 lost. I probably could have won this with just my Nazgul using that scream. Well, my archers actually didn't do too bad, and my decent amount of damage too. So yeah, maybe I'm underselling the orc units a bit, at least against peasants. Not sure how well they'll do in an actual pitch fight against elves, but you know. Farms are not giving recruitment slot, noted on the screen. Also, Dorium is not recruiting and all by turn for sisters. Time to die, my friends! Oh, how good! More people running to their deaths! So, Captain whatever your name is, you're dead. You were a fool to challenge me, you should have just surrendered.
Time to die.
Turn 2, get 2 settlements. Not the best pace, I know, but same sort of thing goes, except I'm going to flank these guys out this way. And you guys are just going to run over here. And now we speed up. Terror of the Nazgul. Who knows, with any luck, they, oh yeah, the woodsmen are their general, which is not the best, but thankfully the hunters are not good units. Okay, which one? Hunters, inhabitants of the Vale. These guys are the spearmen, right? And they're going straight for my cav, which means they left their missiles unguarded. That's a mistake. Let's just leave you guys in loose formation until the missile units are dead. Go ahead and back up a little bit. And yeah, the spearmen and the woodsmen were gonna try to get me, pin me with the spearmen and flank around with the woodsmen. Good against armor, would be good against the Nazgul. However, they left their hunters charging directly at the infantry, trying to whittle them down. So you know what this means. Run away will do you no good. Come on, if we charge them quickly enough, these spears won't get here in time.
Battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Come on, get into them. Don't let them fire. Not that they're going to do much damage to my Nazgul. I could break them right now with Terror of the Nazgul, but I'm not going to waste my ability. Alright, with these guys coming in, time to run. And these guys are routed now. Get into the woodsman. No, I want you to get into the spearmen. Oh, come on, kill the general in the charge. He's probably on that flank. Okay. Infighting. Oh, that's awesome. They're fighting each other because of that. That's awesome. I didn't know Terror of the Nazgul caused infighting. That's amazing. Time to get out of there before the spears catch you. Yeah, these guys are ruined. Where's the general? I don't see him anywhere. Alright, let's get over there and charge again. Are the woodsmen really... Oh, they're gonna try to charge. Well, that's fine, as long as the spearmen are caught up. Yeah, as long as those spearmen are caught up, that's fine. And the enemy general is dead. Which means this battle is mine. Yeah, these guys are done.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Once they're all routing, I can kill them all after that. Thank you, Kumul Shadowguard, for being incredible units. I only had to kill 210 of them. That's awesome. Free city for me. Death to the inhabitants. You're dead skis, good sir. Oh yeah, thanks for the money. Sure, why not? Or whatever your name is. Let's see. Talent for command, cruel and cunning, orc.
Get ready for fighting.
What is your unit? Uruk bodyguard, not bad. Not good, but not bad. Relationship with Anduin worsened, that's fine. Construction complete of the hunting lodge. Resistance is futile. Mission success. Nice, I can recruit... I'm not used to being able to recruit units from these villages. Yeah, hunting hut, that's perfect. Leave him here for now. Actually,
No sleeping here.
get him out a little bit. Get a watchtower going.
Ready. Hurry up.
Yeah, what's in here? Just a couple looters. That should be fine.
Attack.
Yeah, after this I'm gonna start encroaching on the Woodland Realms territory here. That's great. You, I could just use you to throw out watchtowers everywhere, I guess. That's a thing.
Pick your feet up. Objective complete.
Yeah, I'll do that. You're just going to put watchtowers everywhere. That's fine.
Completed an objective.
If you're wondering why I'm just throwing down, keeping the tax rates super high, it's because I'm trying to be as evil as possible. All right, here, a boar breeder would allow me to get more units and more food. Ballistas, though, could be a thing. Mines, at 150 per turn, they would take almost 30 turns to repay the investment, so I'm going to wait until I have spare money for that. What am I making per turn? I'm making about 600 per turn, right now, based on what I'm spending. And both of these guys are already building, so I guess what I could do is first get a leather tanner. Might as well. And it'll be just in time for these guys, too. Hopefully they'll get it.
Listen up. No sleeping here.
Alright, as far as I'm concerned, these guys can go to hell.
Objective complete.
Again, just trying to be as evil as possible. Alright, I don't think there's anything else I can do this turn, is there? Servants of the... I'm looking for the list. There we are. Agents, settlements, forces. Yeah, we're good. We got about 2 minutes left in this episode. It's been productive so far. Who knows, we might even be able to take Dor Lingvar before we end this episode. Might even make sure to end the episode on that. Oh, thank you, Dark Lord. You're so kind. Giving us money. Which is good, because I just recruited 2 expensive units. Nice, my money's actually going up pretty well. Might as well retrain these stalkers. Why should I? It's only 75 florins. I guess it'll help them stand up to some basic arrows and some more units. And, boar breeder, why not? We need it. Yeah, you're just gonna sit in there on the very high tax rate. That's fine. Fear's starting to go down, so eventually that tax penalty is going to be an issue. Probably the same thing here. Public order. Yes, very close. Keep them both in there for 1 turn. If you don't know this already, and this is very important, if you can keep a general inside a settlement on the turn it builds something without moving him with the tax rate at very high and public order at or above 100, he has a very good chance to gain a positive trait. For example, the good taxman trait where he gets bonus tax income. If you finish a market building, you can get good trader, understands trade. Finishing a farm building gives you good farmer. You can get active builder, all that kind of stuff. Good administrator, good governor, those types of traits. But if you leave the tax rate on high when you're not completing a building, you could also get stuff like cruel and all that fun stuff. Then again, who does not like being a crew leader? Okay, so, you... Actually, how long... It would take you 3 turns to get there. No, that's fine. Get there. Oh, yeah, it's a castle. So, think just a ram? Yeah, I want them to come to me anyway.
Is that what you want?
Oh yeah, they're not going to surrender for 5 turns, so I think we're actually going to leave this episode here. Let me know what you guys thought of the episode in the comment section. And yeah, hopefully you guys are interested in this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next episode. So take care, guys. Also, if you stayed around for this long, let me know, do you or do you not want webcam in these videos? I turned it off for now, but I'll turn it on again if you guys want it. Okay, see you guys later.